Okay, so this is a really big marble run.
Welcome to the semifinals of the 2024 Mega Marble Race Tournament. The 4 remaining competitors are going to be competing in the second ever Last Marble Standing competition. For this round, the 4 remaining competitors have teams of 3, and they're going to be competing on an endless marble track where the objective is to be the last marble left on the track in each round. Any marbles that get stuck at any time will be freed, but if you fall off even at the very beginning, then you have lost another team member. And as you can see, just like with any other Last Marble Standing competition, today's track has a lot of dangerous stunts that marbles can easily fly off of if they're not careful. And by a viewer's request, we have added a 10-minute timer, which, if the timer expires and there's still multiple teams left on the track, then whichever team has the most amount of marbles left on the course will win. And it looks like Rainbow and Cat's Eye Dark Blue are the first marbles taking on this first obstacle here, this small staircase which actually has no walls. It's very easy to fall off even if it looks really simple. And oh, we got our first elimination. Looks like Concrete just lost a marble. They just went right out of bounds. In the very back we have Cat's Eye Dark Blue, but that's okay because remember, positions don't actually matter. You just have to focus on staying on the course, which is a lot more easily said than done. And now we have a bit of a break time as they head up this first out of 5 elevators. But up next is potentially the hardest part of the course. It's these spinning pillars here, and oh, looks like we got a double elimination there. It's going to be hard for me to keep track of all this in time, but I'll have the text on screen showing every time a marble gets eliminated. And as you can see from the scoreboard, Rainbow has lost all their team members and is not going to win this match. We now only have Atlantis with 1 marble, Concrete with 2, and Cat's Eye Dark Blue with 1. Now we have 1 of each team member going up this elevator to attempt the hardest part again. And let's see if they can make it. Looks like Concrete makes it through. Oh, they all do actually, but Atlantis briefly gets stuck there. But any marbles that get stuck will be freed, so it's fine. And they all make it through that very fast dropping section. And we have the Concrete marble in the lead so far, going through these dangerous drops here. And then that triple exit funnel, which you can safely make it through as long as you don't go through the middle hole. And he makes it through. Going down these Hubalino stairs. Seems simple, but it is easy to fall off there. But now that Concrete marble is going to be approaching what might be the second hardest part of the course, or maybe even harder than the spinning pillars. In this section, you have to go from the jump ramp onto the trampoline and into that small catcher down there, and Concrete makes it through. Wow, that was a very precise landing there. It's definitely a lot harder than it looks. Uh-oh, Cat's Eye Dark Blue went through the middle hole and fell off. And it looks like because of that, Cat's Eye Dark Blue is eliminated. And now it all comes down to Concrete with 2 marbles and Atlantis with only 1 marble. And did I just hear a notification sound? I guess somehow when I was recording this video, it actually picked up that sound for some reason. Ooh, let's see if Concrete can make that jump. No, he can't. And now because of that, it's a much more even match. It's a 1v1 right here. Who is going to make it? You gotta be very careful on these U-turns. It is easy to fall off. And Concrete makes it through and has now completed a lap. But now he's approaching the spinning pillars, which are notorious for a ton of marbles falling off. And as you can see, Atlantis is all the way back there, headed into those drop sections. Let's see if he can make it. He clears that one. Oh, but he doesn't clear that one, and it looks like because of that, Concrete is the last marble standing and is going to be the first marble advancing to the finals. Alright, now it's time for the second round. Now that Concrete has made it to the finals, the 3 remaining teams will now be competing for the second spot in the finals. And since there's only 3 teams, I've decided to make it so that each team starts with 4 marbles now. And now they're starting to go through this first obstacle here, this stairs without walls. And so far, everyone has made it through. And wow, they're doing pretty good. No one's fallen off yet. And it looks like we have the last two marbles here. Are they really all gonna make it? Yes, they are. Wow, that is very impressive. But now our competitors are gonna be headed up to what might just be the hardest part. I'm of course talking about the rotating pillars, where we've seen a ton of eliminations happen. But some of these athletes just might be good enough to make it through. It looks like a rainbow marble makes it, and Atlantis does as well. We've already lost our first marble, which is Cat's Eye Dark Blue, and as you can see, we're getting a nice camera angle of that section, which a lot of marbles cleared. And it looks like we only got one elimination in total, and that is of course Cat's Eye Dark Blue. But who knows, they could still make it through. But as you can see, we have 3 more marbles coming up to that section that are going to have to get through it, which we're about to be seeing right now. Let's see if they can make it. Atlantis goes up first, and he makes it. And it looks like because of that, we have a double elimination. Now all marbles are down to 3 members left. Still, this has been quite a much tamer round compared to the last one. But that might change as we head into these next couple of obstacles. And Atlantis is headed up first into the Hubalino stairs, where we didn't see anyone fall off of that section in the last round. But look at that, Atlantis just lost another marble because they went through the middle hole there. And now we have a bunch of other marbles that are coming down to this section right here. Let's see if they can make it. Rainbow makes it. Ooh, looks like we got a double elimination, including the first Hubalino stairs elimination. Looks like Atlantis attempted that jump and they just fell off, so they were doing so good earlier on, but now they're in serious trouble now that they only have 1 marble. And it looks like we just got another double elimination, but Atlantis survives to see another day, or in this case, another minute. Oh, never mind. We're getting marbles dropping left and right. I can't even keep track of all this. But now what I do know is that we are just down to 1 Cat's Eye Dark Blue marble and 1 rainbow marble. And one of these marbles is going to be competing against Concrete in the finals, and the other is going to face off against Atlantis for the bronze medal. Who is it going to be? Looks like Cat's Eye Dark Blue. He successfully makes it through the U-turns, but he briefly got stuck there, but he didn't fall off, and he successfully completes a lap, which is something we haven't seen much of in this track. And now the marbles are pretty far spread out. Rainbow's now going up that elevator, and he's going to have to get through those U-turns. But now Cat's Eye Dark Blue, although he's in the lead, he now has to go through the toughest part right here, the spinning pillars, where we've seen just so many more eliminations than any other point in the course. But he might pull off another miracle. We still have 6.5 minutes left. Oh, but he doesn't make it, and Rainbow is going to be taking the win, and he and Concrete are your finalists. GG, Rainbow.
And after those 2 pretty intense rounds, we are now down to the last 2 competitors remaining in this year's Mega Marble Race tournament. We started with 64, and now it all comes down to Concrete and Rainbow. And I've decided that, although it's been like a year since the last time I ever gave out one of these, probably just because they don't really mean anything, they're not as important as getting a spot in the Tournament of Champions, but I've decided that for these big annual tournaments, we're bringing trophies back. So the winner is not only going to advance to the Season 7 Tournament of Champions, but is going to win this very high budget, very not plastic with a marble on top trophy. One of these 2 marbles is going to get that prize. But before we can get to the final match, which is going to be in the next video, we're going to do a 3rd place match between Atlantis and Cat's Eye Dark Blue. They have lost this semifinals match, but one of them is going to end up in 3rd place. So they might still have a chance to get on the podium. Let's see which one of these marbles it's going to be.
Alright, let's get this 3rd place match started. The format is about as basic as it gets. It's just going to be a best 2 out of 3. So first marble to win 2 races will win 3rd place. And we are off. Let's see who can make it down the first funnel. Cat's Eye Dark Blue does. And this is by far the most complicated Hubalino section yet. The one I previously claimed to be the most complicated didn't really last long. But now look at this, it's such a tight competition here, and it looks like Atlantis was able to get past him in the half pipe, And he keeps it, headed into this final funnel. Oh, but Cat's Eye Dark Blue is trying to come back. Can he do it? No, he can't. Atlantis is still going to get the first win. Now all he has to do is just win one more race. But Cat's Eye Dark Blue still has a chance here. He's been playing very aggressively in these races so far. And it looks like because of that, he was able to get in the lead and keep it, headed into the split paths. They both take opposite paths once again, and they're almost perfectly synchronized. But Cat's Eye Dark Blue makes it out of there first. They both take the same path, this time the orange funnel. And who's going to make it out? Ooh, Atlantis makes it back in. Can he get the second win? No, he cannot. He's still not going to make it. And because of that, both marbles are tied with one win. And now we're going to have this third match to decide it all. And they are off. Atlantis gets the head start this time because he lost the last match, but it looks like he already got his lead taken away by Cat's Eye Dark Blue once again. Oh, but Atlantis just took it back. Can he keep it? Yes, he can. And now they're both taking the same path, this green path here. Who's going to make it out of there first? Looks like Cat's Eye Dark Blue is, but it's already a very tight competition, and Atlantis takes the lead back. But we've seen turnovers happen in almost every single funnel, and it looks like it just happened there again. Atlantis is trying to come back once more, but he just can't do it. But both of these competitors certainly gave it their all.
And with that, Cat's Eye Dark Blue has earned third place. Sorry, Atlantis, you just missed out on bronze, but oh well. You still did pretty good finishing in fourth place. So, in the next video, you'll see Concrete and Rainbow compete on the final track to see who is going to win this year's Mega Marble Race tournament. It's going to be very intense. See you guys when that happens.